Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've done one of these videos. It's supposed to be like a second trimester kind of update, but I'm now 36 weeks and second trimester ends at 28, I think. So I'll mostly talk about second and then kind of give an update of where I'm at, but I plan to do a third trimester video also because it's going to be way too much stuff all in one. So anyways, I thought I'd just talk about myself and my own pregnancy journey and what I've experienced in the last, since I did the last one. So I think it was like 15 weeks when I did the first one. So from about 15 weeks to 30 weeks, I guess. So 15 weeks, a lot of things changed. In my second trimester, I felt a lot more like myself. In the first trimester, I had no energy. I was napping all the time. I felt not really nauseous, but just not totally myself. And I was struggling to work out. I wasn't really sure how much I should work out. And in my second trimester, I really started feeling like myself. So I started pushing myself more. And at the time, I didn't have the education I have now in regards to what is safe and what isn't. So I kind of just went off how I felt and slowly started pushing myself more. So training wise, nothing really changed in my second trimester. I trained pretty much how I was pre-pregnancy. So I was still sprinting, I'm running, I was lifting weights, kind of, I would say moderate weight, not really heavy. Like I was making sure I can do like 8 to 12 reps. So to me, that's moderate. I don't really do cardio. I know you're supposed to, it's important while you're pregnant, but I'm mostly like, I'll go for walks, I'll do a little bit at the gym, but I don't force myself to. I kind of just lift weights. My body also, I've noticed since being pregnant, like I used to be able to train for like 2 hours if I wanted to. Now, as it gets closer to the 1 hour mark, my body taps out, it's done. And so I don't push past that. I just kind of do whatever I feel each day. So I'm still trying to target, make sure I'm like hitting all of my body parts, but I'm not working out as much. Like for a while I was trying to still train 5 to 6 days a week. Throughout my second trimester, there was definitely like dips of times where I had tons of energy and then times where I was a little bit lower. And so on weeks where I didn't feel as great, I didn't push obviously, and I didn't work out as much. So that's kind of my training update, and it is totally safe to continue your exercise regime. Whatever you were doing pre-pregnancy, you can pretty much do that throughout your pregnancy as long as you're modifying stuff. So as long as you're not like doing everything laying on your back for long periods of time, putting heavy weight on your abdomen, obviously laying on your belly, like things like that you shouldn't do. But you can do a lot of exercise and modify pretty much everything. So I'm still doing everything. So I have a little list here of stuff. Definitely a foggy brain. Like I was really type A, get things done all the time. Make sure that every day I'm getting a bajillion things done. Since I've been pregnant, I can't do that anymore. And I found I've been really foggy. I don't really care about, I'm just not as motivated, like work-wise, everything. I'm kind of just chilling and more, I don't know, it's good for me because normally I don't know how to relax, and so it's been good that I've been able to just really slow down, live in the moment, and not stress out about getting a million things done. I just kind of, if I feel like being lazy, I'm lazy. So that's been good. But the foggy brain, like trying to speak and articulate my thoughts is so hard. My vocabulary, I swear, has gone down to like a 5-year-old. And I did go to a Reiki master. I did this a while ago before I got pregnant, and then I was really feeling off and unbalanced throughout my second trimester, so I went and saw her again, hoping that she might be able to help me a little bit. But she basically said it's normal because your intuition and stuff, it's not about you anymore. You have this living being who's different than you inside of you, so it kind of messes up your normal way of thinking. So that's kind of how I've been feeling. I also, what else happened? Oh my god, your body, cellulite city. Like I swear, I call it bub chub. That's what I'm calling every weird place I've gained weight. Like in here in my arms and like in my back in this area. Like I never really struggled or gained weight there before, but since I've been pregnant, that's where I'm gaining it. And it's so weird. So I call it bug chub. And also your body turns to cellulite. Like I swear to God, I just like, as soon as about 15 weeks hit, I noticed it in my legs, and I don't normally have a lot of cellulite on my legs, even when I do gain weight. It's just kind of, I don't know, I've been lucky, I guess. I've never really struggled with it, but for being pregnant, I didn't even put on that much weight, and at like 16 weeks, it was just crazy all over my legs. Cellulite during pregnancy is unfortunately normal. There's nothing you can really do about it, and it doesn't mean you gain a whole bunch of weight, but the elevated levels of estrogen in your body kind of soften your connective tissue, and it's all a good thing because it's preparing you for delivery. So like the loosening and stuff of your connective tissue, that's what gives you that look, and you're also holding a lot more water, so it's totally normal to have more cellulite. I'm hoping your body kind of goes back post-pregnancy. It should. I'm hoping mine does. If it doesn't, whatever. And on the topic of weight gain and cellulite, at the end of my second trimester, I was 184 pounds. So I started my pregnancy journey at about 158, 160. So I put on about 24 pounds by the time my second trimester was over. And now I think I'm 193 or 100 something around there. So I put on like 30 something pounds, and safe is 25 to 35 pounds, but I'm sure by delivery day I'll be well above that. So everybody's different. Bella, stop. No. So what else? So about the baby, what I noticed that is super cool about the second trimester is that you have a lot more movement. You feel flutters, you feel kicks. You can feel them moving almost all the time once you start feeling them moving. So even though that's amazing, when you don't feel them move, it can feel really stressful and kind of like, is everything okay? I don't know. For me, I've always felt like when I don't feel him moving that much, it stresses me out and I kind of start to worry. So the safe thing to do is to just make sure you're fine. You can always lay down and make sure that you're getting at least 4 to 6 movements within 2 hours, which is not a lot of movement. So usually, like, I've done that before and he's always moving that much, so that's a good thing, but it feels stressful. So I've noticed that a little bit. I also, in my first trimester, I don't know if you guys watched it or remembered, but I thought I had a miscarriage and I had really, really heavy bleeding, and I passed a big clot of something, and they still don't really know what it was. But in my second trimester, because I don't know, I'm stupid, I guess, but I got a really bad UTI and it was traveling to my kidneys. So when I flew to LA, I woke up that morning and I kind of felt a little bit of pressure and like I had to pee more, but I was just figuring, oh, it's just pressure on my bladder and I'm pregnant and that's all it is, because I didn't have any pain while I was urinating, like nothing. I didn't have any of that. So the normal signs of like painful urination stuff, I didn't have it. All I had was that I was peeing a lot. So I didn't feel great when I woke up that morning, but I didn't really think it was an infection or I was sick. I just thought I had lack of sleep. So didn't really pay any attention to it. Had a slight back pain, and I just thought it was because I slept funny, but it was not. It was kidney pain. So flew to LA, then thought I was a champion and walked around all day. And as the day went on, I started feeling worse and worse, and I just thought, oh, I have really bad back pain. I need to go see like a chiro or a massage or something. And ignored it, and I was foam rolling it and trying to massage it and like pushing really hard, and then just kind of laid down for the night. And throughout the night it got worse and worse, and it started feeling like, I don't know if you're familiar with biology, is it biology, anatomy, I don't know. Anyways, your ureters that connect from your kidneys to your bladder while you're pregnant get stretched. So those two little fuckers felt like I was being, I can't even explain it. It was just like the most painful, excruciating, painful thing ever. It felt like they were being ripped and pushed, and so then I was pushing them because I thought my stomach maybe was just stretching, and I could still feel it in my kidneys. And because of the pain in my back, I had a kidney infection before, so I started realizing, okay, this is a lot more serious than some back pain. I think there's something bigger going on. And so I had to go to the their urgent care clinic in the States to get medication, because I figured I had a kidney infection. And when I went online to look at, kidney infection, you can die from it while you're pregnant and it can kill your baby. And I did not know this. So if you start feeling a little bit of pain, like you might have a UTI or you have any symptoms, please go get it checked. Don't be stupid like me and wait and have the most excruciating pain of your life. Like, oh my God, it was literally the worst. The worst. So go get checked if you have anything going on. It's always better to be safe than sorry, especially while you're pregnant. Just go get checked. Don't let it travel to your kidneys. It can kill you and your baby. So it's not a joke. So when I got there, they gave me a shot. They gave me antibiotics. I wanted to avoid the hospital because I was in the States, and even though I have health insurance and health coverage, I was just worried that if I went into the emergency and it wasn't necessary, that I would have this huge bill and somehow it wouldn't be covered. So I was like, talk to the doctor. He basically said if he gives me a shot of the antibiotics and I start taking the antibiotics, I should be okay. But if the pain doesn't start subsiding, then I need to come back and be hooked up to an IV and like go into the hospital. So it took, I don't know, like 7 days of antibiotics, but like 3 days to actually feel better. I felt like shit. I was in LA for 5 days. 3 or 4 of the days I was dying in bed. All I did was watch Christmas movies and lay in bed. So that sucked. But super important that if you are pregnant, you feel like you're experiencing a UTI, do something about it. Do not let it travel to your kidneys. It's bad for you. Okay, what else happened? I also wanted to mention that I had really low days, like where, like in a state of depression that I don't think I've ever experienced, maybe since I was a teenager, where I've been that low. It's happened to me twice, only in my second trimester. It was once near the beginning and then once towards the middle. I got extremely emotional and like the thoughts going through my head were not good. So I just thought I would mention that it's, even though I've been happy most of the time, there was days where it was just bad. It was like I was very depressed and I was not in a good place, and it was like kept me up all through the night with like just bawling, emotional, mental breakdown. I don't know what triggered it. Me and Daniel got in a fight one night, and then he was fine, and I just like took it to an extreme, and it put me in this like really bad depressed place for about a day. And then I woke up the next day and I was still not normal, not myself, and then slowly started lifting. And I don't know if it was hormone fluctuation or what the hell it was. Me and him also don't normally fight, so I don't know if that just triggered me to go, I don't know. But I just thought I'd mention that if you are suffering from any form of like mood swings and depression, that I think it is slightly normal to have some fluctuations, but you shouldn't really be thinking suicidal things. I don't think that's normal. Happened to me twice. And it was only like a really short period and then it was done. And I don't know what the deal was there, but it hasn't continued. It was a very short span, so I'm not really worried about it, hoping that it doesn't turn into like postpartum depression, because I've been good and felt good most of the time. So most of the time happy, except for those 2 weird days of a few hours. It was bizarre. So I thought I'd mention that, because if that happens to you, obviously talk to your doctor or talk to someone about it. And if it continues, then it's something more serious and you need to do something about it. But for me, it was just 2 weird episodes. And so I thought I'd mention that, because everyone says pregnancy is so great and you're so happy, but there can be times where you're not. So, yeah. What else? Oh yeah. Also, I've become so clingy. Like I feel like I'm better now, but I don't know if this happened to other people. In my second trimester, I wanted Daniel around all the time. Like if he wanted to go out with his friends, it was like panicked me because he wouldn't be right beside me. Every day when he goes to work, I'm like, I can't wait till he comes home. I'm not normally like this. Like I live my life, I do my own thing. But since I've been pregnant in my second trimester, it's like I need this dude near me all the time. And it's really, really weird. And I want him like close to me. Like, even if we're in the same room, like I need him touching me or near me. And so I've just become super clingy. Apparently it's normal. You like want your partner around more. So I don't know. And my sex drive has been like through the roof. I don't know. Apparently I've talked to a few other women who were pregnant their first time and they said the same thing happened to them. It was insane. Yeah, I don't know who watches these things and if this is inappropriate or not, but for sure sex drive like way up. And maybe it's like your body's way of saying, hey, you should probably do this now because you're not gonna be able to do it as much after, so take advantage. But you know, the guy's sex drive should increase with the pregnant lady because yeah, it's just me he's normal. So yeah, that's happened too. So really love the partner. I've felt really in love, which is a good thing. I should love the baby daddy. So yeah, I have felt really in love and happy most of the time, except for those 2 days. And we've been getting along really well and been handling everything really well, I think. Yeah, so it's been good. All good. Oh, food-wise, my aversions that I had in the first trimester are totally pretty much gone for my second trimester. I couldn't eat vegetables in the first trimester and I couldn't eat meat, and I still haven't really been eating meat. I've been eating primarily plant-based. So I've heard there's lots of health benefits while you're pregnant too. I'm wondering if that's made my pregnancy easier. Other vegan people I know have said the same thing, like Erin Ireland. I don't know if you guys are familiar with her, but she talked a lot about that with her pregnancy, that she ate vegan, and other people she knew who ate vegan had very easy pregnancies. So I don't know if that's been contributing to why I haven't had a lot of symptoms of anything. But yeah. And what else? My biggest cravings through second and now have been 5-cent candies and pancakes, like buttermilk pancakes. I want them all the time, and I was not a pancake person before, but oh my god, I want them all the time now. What else has happened? And in terms of like health wise, my midwife has told me that I'm super healthy. I don't have any issues, no high blood pressure, none of that stuff. I don't have gestational diabetes. So pretty much clear in all areas, which is good. So anyways, that's kind of it for second trimester. Those were the biggest things that happened. And as of now, I'm 36 weeks, but I think I'll do more of a little all-encompassing video of my third trimester at some point, because this video is getting pretty long. So yeah, that's about it, all I can say. And I don't know if anyone has questions about anything or wants to talk to a pregnant lady about their experiences. Please, you can obviously DM me, email me. I always reply to my Instagram DMs if they're females. The weird males, no, I don't. Especially, I don't know, people leave you weird messages. I don't respond to those, but if you're a woman and you message me, I will respond. You can also email me. I respond to pretty much everything and everyone as long as I can. Yeah, and let me know if you have any questions. You can comment below, or want to know anything else, let me know. That's about it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.